Computer. Okay, it says it's recording, so let's hope it actually records this time. All right, guys, so we're not talking about anything crazy tonight. I know there's only a few people on, but a couple people asked me to record it, so I'm going to record tonight's call. I just had something I wanted to share with you guys real quick, and then I wanted to go over a little bit about Team Cup, and then wanted to just kind of talk to all of you who are on the call and kind of hear your plan for Team Cup and maybe anything you have to offer on the call. So I've kind of had like a weird couple of days, and I wanted to kind of share this with you guys. So most of you know that I've been coaching for a long time. I'm actually coming up, it's kind of funny. I just realized this as I'm saying it. My 4-year anniversary is this month. And I wasn't like actively coaching for 4 years. I started like actually treating it like a business, and, you know, besides hobby coaching, I started doing that probably about 2 years ago off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look at dates. But anyway, so I kind of had this like funny realization the last couple of days. And I don't know if it is that the longer you're coaching, I don't know if it's that you get comfortable or you get burnout or you just kind of get undisciplined, or maybe it's kind of a mixture of everything. But I've noticed that lately in my business, I haven't been performing the best that I know I'm capable of performing. And I've had a couple of things happen the last few days that kind of gave me like a little bit of a wake-up call, maybe like a nice smack in the face that I needed. And I want to share with you guys because maybe you're going through it right now. What I said, you know, I was going through, maybe you're feeling a little burnout, or you're kind of feeling a little redundant, or maybe you're feeling like you're doing all these things and nothing's coming of it. Or if you're not feeling that way right now, maybe you're going to have this one day in your business and you're going to feel that way eventually. So I wanted to share this with you guys. So I feel like I do my vital behaviors. Okay. I've just it's just become what I do every day. It's part of my routine. But I found that I stopped doing my vital behaviors excitedly. I wasn't super pumped about doing my vital behaviors anymore. Can you guys hear me okay? It looks like my computer's lagging. Okay. So I wasn't super pumped about doing them anymore. And I wasn't super excited about doing my vital behaviors anymore. And it kind of just became this like redundant routine that I was doing. And I think sometimes we're like, well, I'm doing the vital behaviors, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but we don't do them excitedly, and we kind of don't realize that you're not really doing them right then. Okay, so what do I mean by like doing them excitedly? Well, like I said, you know, I do the inviting, I talk to people on Facebook, but I've noticed that, you know, sometimes when I go into my messages, I kind of sometimes have the attitude like, oh, I just, you know, like, I don't want to be needed right now. Or, you know, I can't help everybody, you know. And I've noticed that the people who are like negative or the ones who like don't actually want help from me, I've started putting way too much thought into those people, and I have started letting that negative energy like burn off on me. And so I've started looking at my business and my messages more in like a negative way without even totally realizing it, to the point where I found myself feeling like I was like working all the time. It's just work. So the first thing I had happen the other day was kind of like a little slap in the face wake up call to me. And I had this girl message me who has never signed up for Beachbody. Okay. We've talked about Beachbody. And I do believe she'll become a challenger one day, but she's not a challenger under me, and she's not purchased anything from me. But she messaged me the other day out of the blue, and she's like, "Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm doing good. You know, how are you?" And she ended up sending me a message telling me that she basically just found out that her fiance, the dad of her child, is like cheating on her. And she's like, I'm in a really bad place. You know, I'm really struggling with depression and I don't feel good about myself. And I can tell you guys that I opened this message and there was not a single thought in my head about selling this girl a product, or she's not a challenger of mine, she's never bought anything from me, or, you know, of course, if she got a challenge pack and started working out and working on her health and fitness, she would probably feel better, obviously, but those thoughts didn't even go through my head. Instead, I opened this message and I was like, without even thinking, I responded to her and I'm like, girl, I've been there. Like, my high school sweetheart cheated on me. I know the feeling. You know, we started talking. I'm like, the best thing you can do is just focus on yourself and work on you, you know, and we started talking. And she ended up saying to me, she's like, Steph, she's like, how do you work on you? She's like, I honestly have no idea how to work on myself. Like, it makes me want to cry, like talking about this message, okay? And she's like, where do I even start? And I had such a slap in the face and reminder that we're here to help people, guys. And there's people out there that need your help more than you even know. There's people out there that you inspire more than you even know. And yes, we want to make money in the business and we want to be successful, but at the end of the day, it really is about helping people. And if you have that mentality, you're going to be excited about what you're doing and you're going to be more successful. So, you know, long story short, I'm talking to this girl, I'm helping her work through it. But it was just such a reminder that you really don't know who needs your help. You don't know who doesn't know how to work on themselves, and you don't know who's watching you and needs your help. Okay, so that was the first thing that happened. Then I've had a few more things happen since then that made me really stop and think, okay, not everybody knows about Beachbody, and there's a lot of people right in front of your face who need your help, who you're probably like blinded to, because subconsciously you've probably told yourself, no, that person would never sign up with me, or, you know, that person's out of my comfort zone, so I can't have that conversation with them. And, you know, I thought I was great at, you know, having conversations with people and sharing what I'm doing and talking about Beachbody. And I've learned the last few days that I have not been great about it. Okay. I might do my vital behaviors, but if I run into somebody in public, I shut down and I'm like, hey, you know, small talk. All right, see you later. You know, if I'm sitting there having a conversation with somebody, I found that I'll bring up Beachbody and it'll be like, okay, change the subject. You know, and I was doing these things without even realizing it. And I think a lot of coaches do that without even realizing it. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like you ruin the conversation without even realizing it. You make them stop talking about Beachbody without even realizing it. Or you make it to where they won't even ask you about Beachbody without even realizing it. So I had something happen the other day. I was volunteering in Sadie's class, and this other mom that volunteers, she was talking to me. She actually started talking to me about politics, which I'm like, oh God, this is just the conversation I want to have. So she starts talking about politics, and I'm just, you know, being myself, whatever. And she's like, you know, she's like, I really like you. She's like, we actually have really good conversation. She's like, if you ever want to like go out and get a drink or something, let me know. And I'm like, okay. And of course the introvert in me is like, I don't need any more friends. I got plenty of friends. Like, I'm not going out for drinks, you know, but I'm like, okay. So she, we start talking about something, and I like nonchalantly, I'm like, yeah, you know, so I work from home, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, I didn't even like give her an opportunity to be interested in what I do from home. Like, why do we do that? You know? So then she's like, well, what do? You know? And I'm like, oh, well, this is what I do. So long story short, we end up going to lunch and we come back and she's like, hey, like you said that you're a health and fitness coach and you know, work with Beachbody and everything. She's like, I had a back surgery and, you know, I have a lot of problems. And she's like, I have like been wanting to do something for a long time. And she's like, but I have like no idea where to start or what I could do. And again, I'm like slap in the face. I'm like, God, like you like made this girl come to you. Like you did not even open that door as good as you could have. Like I'm lucky she even brought that up, you know, and now she's going to end up probably being a challenger doing PIO and working out for the first time since she had a back surgery a long time ago, because she's been searching for that. Okay. So again, this is just a mom that volunteers at Sadie's class that I never ever would have thought would end up as a challenger underneath me, but here she is, okay? Another situation that happened the other day, and I'm sharing all these with you guys because I want you to really understand that, like, there are plenty of people in front of your face. You just have to be looking for them. And you have to be open and you have to be excited about what you're doing. And you have to share what you're doing confidently. Don't be so afraid to talk about Beachbody. It's okay to talk about it. More people will be happy to hear about it than they will be annoyed or angry or whatever you think they're going to be. So like I said, I volunteer at Sadie's class. So I go to lunch with her after I'm done. So we line up and Sadie grabs my lunchbox and her lunchbox and she gets in line. So I always bring my 21-day fix lunchbox. It's like the little cooler bag thing. So we get in line and for whatever reason, Sadie's teacher notices my lunchbox at this time. Now, let me tell you, Sadie's teacher, like, is not somebody I ever would have tagged as doing Beachbody workouts, okay? So she looks at the bag and she's like, oh, she's like, 21-day fix. That's the workout I just started. Then another little boy in line says, my mommy does that workout too. And I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, Sadie's teacher had no idea that I was a Beachbody coach because I never shared that with her because subconsciously, I'm always like, well, I can't talk about that. Like, I can't just bring that up. I can't make it uncomfortable because then it's going to look weird. And it's like, hello, like, you can talk about it. People want you to talk about it. They need you to talk about it. They need to know that what you're doing and that you can help them. You need to share this opportunity. All right. And then today, the last thing that happened, it was really funny. We were at the park at the clubhouse. At our clubhouse park. And I saw this lady that used to be a neighbor in the neighborhood, moved away, whatever. So I'm like, hey, like, what are you doing? She moved to South Carolina. She's in Florida visiting. So I go over and I talk to her. And then there was this other girl there with her. Well, not girl. I mean, she's a lady, whatever. She's sitting there with her. And we get to talking and everything, and we're talking about Beachbody because Paige is asking me about Beachbody and whatnot. And then we end up finding out, I end up finding out this girl sitting here that I met is like really high up with It Works. She's like number like 150 or something in the company. She's like super successful. So we're like talking, and my instant reaction is like, oh crap, competition, you know, like this is going to get awkward. And it was like a really nice experience because we actually like were able to talk as friends. And like her and I will probably hang out. Like she has kids and lives in the neighborhood. And she like asked to friend request me on Facebook and everything. But anyways, the reason I bring her up is because we're talking and she's like, yeah, I told my husband that we're starting back to 21-day fix. And I was like, It Works? Like, you guys do Beachbody? Like, you don't hate us? You know, like, is that allowed? And then again, I had like another realization. I'm like, you know, somebody who is that high in the company with It Works does a Beachbody workout program. Okay. Do I like agree with It Works and the wraps and everything? No, like not necessarily. I'm not going to go talk about it on my Facebook, but I'm like, this person, this It Works person does a 21-day fix program, a Beachbody program. Like, if this person is doing a Beachbody program, why are we so scared to offer what we have? Okay, because if it didn't work, or if people hated it or thought it didn't work, I'm pretty sure a like direct MLM like competition company with us, like high up representative, would not be doing a Beachbody program. All right, so the whole point of all this that I'm getting at, guys, is have like a self check with yourself. Like, I want you to like go sit in like a quiet place and like really think about like what you've been doing lately, especially if you've been feeling like discouraged or you found yourself complaining about the business. What have you really been doing? Like, where has your mentality been? Have you been excited about Beachbody, or have you been more like, oh, I have to get up and do the vital behaviors again if I want to get where I'm going? You know, have you been seriously like sharing the opportunity and talking about it with your friends and your family? Have you been offering it to people, or have you been just kind of waiting for people to ask you about it? I want you to really ask yourselves these things and figure out where you're at with it. And if you're on the other side where I was, I want you guys to try really hard to change that mentality. Try to get excited about it again. Do whatever you got to do, okay? It's going to sound really corny, but I like a week ago, I was like, you know what? Like, I need like a fresh, like mental start. I need to just kind of like clean things out and freshen my mind. I literally came and like reorganized my whole office and like cleaned it. It's so amazingly clean. It was like cluttered. There was boxes and like Christmas wrapping paper everywhere. And every time I walked into my office, I was like, oh, like I don't even want to be in here. It's so cluttered. Clean up your space. Like, give yourself like a happy space to be, you know, even if it's the dining room table, like just give yourself like a nice space. Find a workout program that you like, a Beachbody workout program that you like, and do it, okay? For me, I started back to hammer and chisel today because I was jumping around from like Charlene to 21 Day Fix, and I'm like, oh, I'm just like missing hammer and chisel. So I'm like, all right, I'm going back to hammer and chisel because I like that program. I look forward to it, all right? Figure out like what you're going to do in your day to make you happy. If you're like sitting at home feeling like aggravated, find something to do, you know, find something to do with your spare time, you know, go volunteer in your kid's classroom and meet some new moms, go to the park and talk to some moms or whoever, you know, introduce yourself, ask them what they do, tell them what you do. Okay. Get yourself out there and get excited about it. All right. So that's all I'm going to talk about that. Hopefully you guys got something from that. But now I am going to talk real quick about the Team Cup, and then I'm going to unmute all of you guys. So, Team Cup. Jessica Robinson and I freaking love the Team Cup. Let me tell you, Jessica and I teamed up one time. It was like shortly after she signed up for coaching, and she'll tell you 4 months. She'll tell you that it like changed, like she loved it. And I don't know, we teamed up together and we both like did really awesome together. Like we were like kind of competing, but like supporting each other. But the Team Cup is like a really awesome way to push yourselves, because you don't want to be the only person on that team not getting any points. And it makes you realize like, okay, getting Success Club points really isn't as difficult as I'm making it. It's just a matter of doing it. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about the different tier prizes, and then we'll kind of talk about like what our plan is. So tier 1, if you want to win the prizes, tier 1 for the Team Cup is the Beachbody Bluetooth speaker, which is really cool. If you haven't seen it, it actually has like the Beachbody symbol on it. That would be like a total like easy way to like bring that with you wherever and have Beachbody, just like I had the 21 Day Fix lunchbox. You know, people notice that. So for that one, everybody on your Team Cup team needs at least 5 Success Club points. So what that means is that you can't have like one person getting 30 points and then somebody getting 2 points. Everybody has to have a minimum of Success Club 5 in order to qualify. Then you have to have a total of 30 Success Club points team-wide. So everybody needs at least 5, and then you need 30 total, okay? Now, you get points for challenge packs, you know, the same way you would always get Success Club points, but you also get points for rank advancement. So that is something to take note of. If you rank advance, you get points, and so does your coach, if they rank advance. Like, I don't think if one of, no, yeah, you would get it too. So if like I had a coach hit Emerald, oh, here, let me take it off. If I had a coach hit Emerald, they would get points, and so would I.
We have a question. What happens if you are not Emerald anymore and then you re-Emerald?
It goes by your lifetime rank. Yeah, so if you were already Emerald, you would have to rank advance to Ruby or Diamond to get the points.
Okay.
But if you've never hit Emerald before, you can rank advance to Emerald and get points.
Okay.
All right, so
I can hear from
that's tier 1. And then tier 2, you get a Team Beachbody Coach Cooler Bag, which is freaking awesome. I like that one way better than 21 Day Fix Bag. So for that one, everybody needs a minimum of Success Club 7, and you need a total of 50 points team-wide, okay? Tier 3 is it's like a sleeveless hoodie that says Shakeology on the back, and everybody needs a minimum of Success Club 10 for that one, and you need 75 points team-wide, all right? Then, or here, actually, let me tell you right now. So, how to earn points. You get 1 Success Club point for each. So you get 1 cup point for each Success Club point. And then when you rank advance, you get 3 points. Okay, 3 cup points. All right. So then the ultimate winner gets a trip to LA to corporate, and you get your name on the trophy that sits in the corporate like headquarters. It was really cool. When I went for the New Leader Conference, we went to LA and we got to tour the Beachbody thing. And I was actually there with the group of people who won the thing for that last year, and their name was on the trophy and everything. And I actually got to ask them, like, so how'd you guys win? You know, like, what'd you do? And they were like, we just like busted our butts and went for it. And it was really cool to see this group of girls. Like, they weren't like top coaches or like super high star diamond coaches. It was just like a group of average girls, and they just came together and they busted their butts, and they ended up winning the ultimate team cup thing. So I remember when I like met them and saw that, I was like, dude, like any of us could win this. Like, anybody could win this. So if you guys are going for that, go for it. Don't let that hold you back, okay? I think that's all I wanted to say about the Team Cup. Let me unmute you guys. So for my Team Cup team, I'm unmuting everybody. So if you want to mute yourself again, you can. For my Team Cup team, we are all aiming for Success Club 10, and we're aiming for Tier 3. So that's what we're all aiming for. Sam, Leslie, what are you guys going to say?
We're going for 3.
Oh.
How much are the boys aiming for? They're trying to tell us something. How much are they going for?
Okay, what are you going for? Say 3.
Hey, can you say 3?
3.
Oh, all right.
So what's everybody else aiming for? What is your Team Cup doing? What's your team doing?
2.
We're going to hit Success Club lots of times. I don't think she's asking. Got it. I missed that.
Yes, what is your team doing?
Jess.
We are, obviously we're all aiming for 10 because we all want, you know, we want all of the prizes, okay? As far as like making it happen, we have a free group that opens up tomorrow to start prep, and then Monday through Friday we'll have the group going, kind of like me and you have always done for Team Club. So this is the fit tip motivation and the workouts every day. We're giving away a box of prizes for people that actually participate. We have like a giant mystery box we're giving away. On the 7th, we're doing our first ever coach opportunity call. We have ramped up our relationship building, which means focusing on just building those new relationships with people so that we can get in there with the invites before the end of the month. And yeah, I mean, just motivating and supporting each other, going for at least 10 and making it happen.
Awesome.
And
so,
we already have one person that's already at Success Club 3 as of today.
Whoop,
So
whoop. I think as of right now, I'm at Success Club 2.
Good.
I got to make sure my person ordered before I start bragging. Okay. Where's everybody else at right now? Does anybody have anything on the books yet? I know it's only the first day. Sorry, I muted everybody again because it was cutting her out. Just raise your hand or do numbers or something.
Can you say that again? You cut out. I missed what you said.
Oh, Jessica was saying that as of right now, somebody on their Team Cup team is at Success Club 3. And I was saying that I'm supposed to be at Success Club 2. I got to make sure my person ordered. And then I was just asking where everybody else was at Success Club wise. And then I said, I know it's only the first day, but does anybody have anything on the books? No? All right, Jessica, okay, tell me more about the box that you're doing.
So the way that we advertise for our free group, we advertised for it like a week ago. And we have a box and it's filled with like random like prizes and stuff like that you'd give away to challengers. And we took a picture with the box all closed up, and then all of our Team Cup people, like it was like a collage, our picture, all of us with the box. And then we talked about like who wants what's in this box, and we told them what they had to do in order to win the box, and that was it. And then what we started to do is we would just tag people like in the comment section, people that we think would be interested. So we reached out to everybody that's ever told us no, that has maybe told us no lately, that they can't afford a challenge group, they can't whatever. We personally messaged all of those people and said like, hold on. I gave them like a little script just because, it was easier that way. So just, hey girl, I hope all's well with you. I wanted to reach out to you because I know you were interested in joining a group, and I thought it might be cool if you joined in on my free group to kind of get a sneak peek into what they're all about. No obligation or anything, just some free fun, workouts, meal plans, etc. It might help you decide if a future group might be for you or not. What do you think? And so we fired that off to people, and we got a pretty good turnout for this free group, and we'll just see what happens. And then the last day of the free group, obviously tell them, hey, look, if you enjoyed this, if you whatever, then let's talk. You can join our next group. And then we have it set up so that prep will start exactly 1 week from the end of our group or whatever. Like they have 1 week to order, and that will put us at February 20th is when prep will start for that group. And it gives people time to like commit to it,
So you're giving away the prize box to somebody from the free group. Like they don't have to do a challenge group?
No, it's just a box. It's a box of stuff that we, put together, and whoever participates the most in the free group will win the box. And the way that we'll do participation is like participation points based off of kind of how you would run like a game in a challenge group or whatever. We're doing points like that. So I think it's a good opportunity for people to really see like what it is that we do. And we obviously aren't going to give them too much to where they don't have to end up doing a challenge group. But
yeah,
I think it's a cool whatever.
I think that's a freaking awesome idea.
So your free group is kind of like a mini challenge group?
Yeah.
Like what you would like with food and workouts and everything?
Well, so essentially how it's going to work is we'll open up the group tomorrow, and we will supply them with just a basic grocery list and just some like a simple way to figure out a meal plan for yourself. So maybe we're doing like one of those pictures and talks about like portions and stuff like that, and we'll just keep it really simple. And then on Monday we'll open it up, and we have a post schedule set up so that there's 5 coaches on our Team Cup team, and it's for 5 days. So everybody will be posting once a day, and we'll do like a motivation thing in the morning, a fit tip of some sort in the afternoon, and then a workout in the evening. And the workout will just be like a quick circuit. So it's a nice opportunity for them to see the coach too. So the coach will make like a little video and say like, oh, okay, we're going to do, you're going to do 25 jumping jacks, and then you're going to come over here and you're going to do 25 sit-ups, and then you're going to do this, and just break down a circuit, make it a quick 10-minute workout. And the ultimate goal when you run a free group, in my opinion, is for people to feel different or maybe even lose a couple of pounds. So just by somebody modifying their meal plan and maybe, consuming more water over a course of 5 days, they are guaranteed to at least lose a pound or two, or to at least feel better. So at the end of that, somebody jumps on a scale, they lost 2 pounds, or maybe they just feel like they have more energy, they're going to want more. And after seeing how the coaches and the team interact together, hopefully they want more of us too. So it kind of leads them into it.
I think that's an awesome idea. I really like the prize idea, because I feel like, at least if nothing else, the person who wins the box is gonna feel obligated to at least join the challenge group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, and it'll have Shakeology. We're putting some Shakeology packets in it. It's got a shaker cup in it. It's got like our little reusable. I have these reusable grocery bags that say like, "Oh, kale, yeah," and like just funny things like that. So we have those in there. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, each coach throws in $5 and, maybe we get some traction out of it, We also encouraged them to invite friends and family members, and they get extra points for doing that too. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But we're not running it as an event. We're running it as a private group, just because I want to make sure that they do know that, these groups are a safe zone. If you put it as an event and it's a big public event, everything shows up in people's news feeds, and that doesn't feel very private. And challenge groups are always private, so I want them to get like a good feel,
Yeah, I always do my free groups private too, because I don't want people snooping and like getting the stuff that I'm giving them and me not know. Like, I feel like when you open them up like that, you can have people come in and get everything you're giving, and you can have no idea that those people are even really doing, you know what I mean, a part of it. So I always make everybody sign up for the free membership, and I make it private so I can really like zone in on who's doing what. Yeah, that's a really awesome idea. I like that idea. I want to write down. So, all right. I know Sam and Leslie are aiming for 10. Jess is aiming for 10. Becca, are you on a team cup group?
Yeah, I have Elise, Angie, Chris, and Jamie, the 5 of us.
Okay. Do you know what they're all aiming for?
No, actually, we haven't really. We're just in a group message, and today I just did a shout out and just said, "Hey, is everybody going to be on the call tonight?" And that was it. So we really haven't.
Okay. What are you aiming for?
Goals. I need to do that because I'm the captain, so I feel like I should kind of step up a little bit more.
Put that captain hat on. What are you aiming for points wise?
I want to do at least 10, and
Okay.
I'm talking to so many people right now that I don't see that being a difficult thing. But
Woohoo!
I don't know. I'm staying positive. It's the first.
Yep, you gotta believe it. Remember what I said. You gotta get rid of that doubt that you have, that you don't even realize you have, that's holding you back, just like I had. Elise just got off. I was gonna ask her what her goal is. Who is 474? Is that Jamie?
I don't know. It's a 352, so it could be because it's 352 area code. Her reception's so bad.
Yeah, she probably can't talk. All right. Well, I'll post in the group and we'll figure out what everybody's goal is. I have a really good feeling about this month. I think it's going to be an awesome month. I think a lot of coaches are going to rock it out, and
Are you in a team cup group?
Yeah.
What is your name of your team?
The Unstoppables.
Jessica, what's your team name?
I am actually not the captain of my team. I put one of my up and coming coaches in charge, and so Priscilla's running it, and she used our team name, Team Resolute.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Jessica Mountcalm. I will never say her last name right. She will always be Jessica Bukowski to me. She actually chose our team name.
Oh.
It's like, I like it.
Yeah, Angie picked ours. We're too legit to sit.
That's awesome. I like that. It always makes me think of Brittany Leggett. She always like had a slogan that was, I think she just said too Leggett to quit or whatever. So every time I hear that now, I think of her. What else was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say, so I think we should really use Team Cup. I feel like it's a time when you bring in like a lot of new people, a lot of new challengers. So I think that we should all really focus this month on turning those challengers into coaches, which we should be doing that all the time anyways. But I just want to encourage you guys to really like zone in on whatever challengers you bring in, like give them a freaking awesome time. Like, be very one-on-one, you know, be like, don't be afraid of being annoying to them. Like, people want to hear from you, and do whatever you can to like make the experience better and more exciting, you know? So I even sometimes will go so far as to, you know, asking them like if they need me to help them like modify something, or, you know, go into their account and do something, because a lot of people just don't like to do that kind of stuff. You know, just make sure that they know that you're there. Remind them, hey, you know, I know they get an email, but you remind them anyways. Hey, your Shakeology order is getting ready to ship. I just wanted to let you know. You know, so make sure you're doing like little stuff like that. You should be doing it all the time, but really make sure you're doing it this month. And let's turn some challengers into coaches. I want to see the team grow like a lot. I am personally, my goal is to add a lot of coaches this month. So if you guys don't see me putting people on the team page and announcing them, somebody better message me and be like, what are you doing, Steph? Because I'm not seeing any new coaches. Because that is my focus this month, is to bring some new people in. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm excited for this month. Does anybody have anything they want to say?
No, Rebecca, you should definitely do a free group.
Yeah, you made me start thinking of what, like how we could, because I know last year we did the same, well, something similar with like the team. We had a couple of the girls where one day we did like a 3-day one, which I think is a little too short. Or maybe it was 5 days, but we each did like a video of some exercises and, you know, maybe a recipe earlier in the day, and where everybody gets like one day to do posting throughout the day. And the prize thing always works. I did that for a while right before I came Diamond. I was doing like almost every time I did it, I was giving away prizes, and I haven't done it in a while. And I think that's a big push. People love getting free stuff.
You just reminded me of the other thing I was going to talk about on the call. I should have written it all down. That's another thing I was going to say. For the experience this month, send your challengers like a little welcome gift. That is something that I have found to be like very effective. I do it sometimes, and then I slack sometimes, and I feel like when I do it, it is super effective. Or even your free groups. Like Samantha, or no, was it a free group? I can't remember if it was you that was in the free group. I think it might have been one. But at the end of the free group, the people who participate, it's kind of the same thing that Jessica is doing. But what I did is the people who participated in like the free challenge group that we ran, I actually sent them a Shakeology shaker cup and a sample packet of either Shakeology or Energize, or both. Because I feel I did do that, Samantha, with you.
Yeah, it was the couples one. Me and Jason both got the shaker cups and the Shakeology packet. Or not the Shakeology, the Energize.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember being like, I want this freaking girl as a coach, and I'm going to do what I need to do to get her to sign up, okay?
I did the welcome gifts. I did that last month for the first time, and I'm doing it this month. I remember Jenna saying that she sent out like hair ties and stuff, like as like little reminders to put your hair up while you get your workout in. And I'm like, that's a really good idea. So I sent that, or I found at the dollar spot at Target, they had like the headband things, and they actually have like the bigger, like the wider ones now. And then I seen on Pinterest the little bracelets. So say you need like 3 red or 4 red, 4 reds or whatever. Like you wear all your bracelets and actually eat your portions, like to get used to take a little off for the day. So I have Jason on the hunt for those tomorrow.
And even if you don't want to go as far as to like buy something, you could do like where you print out like the little 21-day fix like paper tracker where you can like hang on your fridge and check off the box. Just send them that with like a card, you know, put it inside like a sheet protector for them so they can hang it on their fridge and check it off. And just with like a little card, like, you know, welcome to the challenge group, or, you know, thanks for completing the free group or whatever. Obviously you wouldn't send the 21-day fix tracker unless they got the meal plan, but you know what I mean? Send even something so little like that. Like, I really feel like starting your people out that way makes a big difference for the fact, first of all, they're going to be more willing to actually do the program and interact in the group. Second of all, they're going to feel important, you know, and they're going to feel like you actually care. So those are just some little things that this month I'm making sure like I stay on top of it, and I do those little nice things for every coach, every challenger. And I'm like going to make sure I'm super, super hands-on this month, which obviously you should be doing that all the time, but I'm going the extra mile this month. Even if that means checking in with my challengers every single day or multiple times a day. I'm really going to zone in this month and focus on that. So the 474 number, were you trying to say something earlier?
I think I finally figured out how to get it to unmute me.
It is Jamie.
No, this is Michelle.
Oh, no. Wait, who is it?
It's okay. Michelle Larson. I was like,
oh,
fine. I can be Jamie. I mean,
I know. I'm like the 352 number. I'm like that. I know that's either Citrus County or Gainesville.
This is the first call that I've been on.
Are you on a Team Cup team?
I think so. I'm with Angela, but I don't know if we finished putting a team together. We haven't been able to talk about like a name or anything yet. I just messaged her today and was like, are we on a team? And she said, all together or not, but we're going to try to coordinate better tomorrow. But I wanted to hear about what you guys were talking about it, because I have never, I'm like, okay, I'm fairly new and I haven't actually been doing what I should be doing until now. So I haven't ever done this before. So I wanted to see what was going on and kind of listen to you guys. I'm doing a challenge. Well, I guess it's like a free challenge group with some people right now, and it's some new people. And I do like different daily challenges, and then I have people earn entries for a drawing at the end based on what they post about and stuff to try to encourage them. And I really like the idea of sending them like a welcome gift, because I would hope that I can get some people to sign up. They seem like really into it so far, but we're only on the first day, so.
That's all right. Honestly, I feel like if you have interaction the first day, that's a good sign, because normally that's like when you know if your group's going to do something or not going to do something. We talked, have you been on the whole call?
No, I got in about like 20 to 30 minutes after it started.
Okay, well, I'm going to post the recording because I explained like the different tiers. And Jessica talked about some cool stuff that her and her Teen Cup are doing, like a free group and some prizes and stuff they're doing. So I'll post a recording. You can go back.
Yeah, I heard that.
But yeah, hopefully Angela got you guys signed up, because yesterday was the deadline. So hopefully she got you guys.
It sounded like it was, but I think we were just really busy.
They extended it.
Oh, they did?
They extended the sign up is good until midnight.
Okay. I'll text her, Michelle, and I'll make sure she got you guys signed up.
Okay. I did message her while we were doing this, because I was like, hey, what's our team name, so that I could tell you guys, but I didn't hear back from her yet.
All right. I'll text her. I'll be like, listen, stop slacking. They do bedtime around like 8:30, so she's probably just tied up with all that. But I'll find out if she got you signed up. I'm sure she probably did. But yeah.
It sounded like she did.
Yeah, it's Team Cup is awesome, and it's like a really cool way to win fun prizes and push yourselves. So I love Team Cup, and they don't do it all the time, obviously. So I'm like really.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I'm really excited, but it's like on the 10th of February, I'm actually having knee surgery. So the way that I decided to do it was, okay, I'm not going to be able to do really any workouts or really light, so I'm going to do the ultimate reset starting on the day after.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm like showing people my shakes right now, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do right now, and then I'm going to go with that and kind of switch it up and change it a little bit so that I can still get the most out of what I'm doing and show people that there's other stuff as well. And I had a question about when you do a free group, is there a way that people can like try out the Beachbody for a month or something?
Yeah, they can do Beachbody on demand free for their first month. So you just have them sign up for the Beachbody on demand under you, and their first month is free. So you could even run a free group for Beachbody on demand. I don't know that I would run a free group for the entire month. That, you just that's kind of personal preference. You got to decide what you want to do there. But, even maybe running a free group, for like a week or two with Beachbody on demand. So you don't want to send your people and be like, okay, like here, sign up for Beachbody on demand. It's free. And then, figure it out. You definitely still want to talk to them and find out like what program you feel like would be best for them, and then help them decide on a program and then get them signed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Because you're going to want to, like, what's a good one for people? I have one girl in here, and she doesn't need to lose weight at all. She really would need to, like, gain muscle. So, like, what would be a good one for her to do?
Well,
whatever she wanted to do, because the thing that's going to control if she gains or if she loses is ultimately going to be her meal plan. So I've had people that actually do 20-day fix and don't need to lose any weight at all. And I modify their racket. You don't put them in a deficit. So when you figure out their caloric intake, you're not going to, put them in a deficit. You're going to keep them, and then, so I've had people do 21-day fix. They don't lose any weight at all, but they lose inches because they're just, shifting the weight around and gaining muscle. So really anything that somebody is interested in doing, the meal plans can be modified to accommodate whatever goals they have.
If it's somebody that likes to feel like they're like weightlifting and bulking, Body Beast is a good one too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but like Jessica said, if you want to bulk, you have to eat. Like bulking and building muscle is a lot harder than people think, so.
Oh yeah.
Is it a girl doing it or a guy?
It's a girl. Everybody right now that I have is all girls in this group.
Okay. So I would just talk to her and I would just find out what kind of workouts she likes, and then from there. If you're struggling with it or not knowing like which one to put her on, just post in the team page. We'll help you choose one for her.
Hammer and chisel is the best workout.
Yeah, I love hammer and chisel.
Okay.
The thing about hammer and chisel though is you just have to make sure that they know that they're going to need like equipment.
Right.
Whole gym.
Right.
Yeah. Which you can use like a yoga ball instead of a bench. And honestly, you could do a lot of them like on the floor, but to have like the ultimate experience of hammer and chisel, you really need the equipment. So I just kind of let people know that ahead of time.
Yeah, that's great. Now I'm really excited. I want to try these things too. I'm like so happy that this has been going on with my knee for like 3 years, but I was like, I'm not going to go to the doctor. And I finally went, and I have a torn meniscus that's been just pouring fluid into my leg. But so I'm finally going to get it fixed, and I'm like really excited because now every time I won't be in pain every time I go to work out because it was getting very discouraging. So I'm excited to get to try these things too, and to get people to do it with me. It's definitely, I've done different types of like direct sales and stuff. My favorite part is leading and like having a team and stuff like that. And I love being able to learn from other people that are my team leaders. So I'm going to be on these calls more, and I appreciate that you guys do the calls because that is very helpful for me.
Absolutely. Thank you for getting on. All the girls on here know, like, I'm like, get on the calls, please. I wanted to tell you too, the Ultimate Reset is an amazing program. Like, I don't want you to feel like, since you can't work out, like you're going to kind of be downgrading and doing the Ultimate Reset. You will still have amazing results on the Ultimate Reset. And it's actually, as you probably know, it's designed to where you're not supposed to work out while you do it. And
yeah, I actually started it once and I failed. So I was like,
hard.
I think I'm mentally ready now. Yeah, I think that I'm prepared mentally for what I'm getting into, because people don't realize like how hard that it actually is to do something like that.
Yeah, it was really, really difficult for me. I'm not going to lie. But the ones who did finish it, my coaches who did finish it, got amazing results. So definitely take before pictures, document it, measure your inches and your weight, and, definitely document it so you can share it, because that will be something awesome to share with people. Because like you said, a lot of people don't really know about the Ultimate Reset. It's not talked about very often, and it really is an amazing program. So I'm excited.
It's really good for your body too, especially like with me, really, I'm just kind of starting over. Like I've been kind of doing it off and on, but I haven't stuck with anything yet. So like I haven't been gaining weight but I haven't been losing anything. I'm just kind of here. So it'll be like a really good thing to kind of kick everything off for me and get my body back to to reset myself,
When did you say you're having your surgery?
On February 10th.
Okay. Well, keep us updated on how that goes too.
I will. It sounds pretty open and shut kind of a thing. I'm just hoping that my boyfriend doesn't tape me being all crazy on anesthesia or something. That's my largest worry. So.
No, you'll be fine.
I keep seeing all these videos of people. I'm like, oh no, please.
I remember when I went under for anesthesia, when I came out, I was like, I don't even remember it. I guess I went shopping. Like I made Tyler take me shopping, and I was also on pain meds, which I don't ever do drugs ever. So I apparently don't remember anything. We went shopping, and I woke up the next morning and had all these bags in my closet, and I'm like, what happened? He's like, well, you went on a shopping spree. You don't remember that? I was like, no, but it must have been a good time. So it's cool.
That's so funny. Yeah, I've never gone under or had any kind of surgery, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but for me it's just a really positive thing because it's just really been wearing on my life, and I didn't realize like how much it was emotionally affecting me until after I found out there was a solution. And the difference in me was like, whoa, I like really let this kind of take over me.
Yeah.
The meniscus is a quick heal. My husband had his meniscus repaired, and you would never be able to tell. He doesn't have any issues with it. He healed up really fast. I mean, you can't even see the scar on his leg. Like it was really in out, and he recovered quick. So you'll be fine, girl.
That's great.
All right, ladies, I am gonna head off and check in with my Team Cup girls.
All right, I will post the recording in the group, and we'll be talking to you guys. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.